All right, Gate 14 podcast, and for the first time ever, the first time in the history of this show, World Series preview, Blue Jays, Dodgers at the Rogers Center this Friday. I still can't believe it's happening. I was talking about it yesterday. I'm not going to go humble brag mode, but we had dinner with Ernie yesterday, and I still said to him, I can't believe we're in this situation. He thought he was playing beer league hockey. He thought he was playing beer league hockey by this time this year. Nope. He has a World Series game. He has media day today. I can't believe it's happening. Avery, how are we feeling? How are the nerves like for you?
It feels like no nerves yet until like pregame ceremonies, I think. I'm excited in a way.
I'm more excited than I was for Yankees, Blue Jays, and Mariners, Blue Jays.
I was very nervous for Yankees.
Yeah, I don't think, and maybe I'll wear the heart rate thing, but actually, when I haven't worn the heart rate thing to the games, they're 3-0, so I'm not going to wear it this time. But I think I'm more excited than nervous in terms of this. I think where I'm at with it, the Yankee series was hell because we had to deal with Yankee fans.
Yeah.
And we always deal with Yankee fans.
Well, now we have the Yankees fans of the West.
Yes, the Dodgers fans. But the Mariners series, didn't want to lose that one because we have that little rivalry we got going on with the West Coast and stuff like that. Going into this series, I would say my mindset is we're kind of playing with house money, and I'm happy to be here. But I want to win, obviously. But this is still a day over 24 hours before the game starts. Once the game happens, I'm going to be nervous as hell.
Yeah, you get in the building, it's going to feel a lot
once I get in the building and we're sitting in our seats, I'll be nervous. But as of right now, I'm still not in World Series mode. I'm just in like, this is surreal, I can't believe we're here type of mode. And I don't think that's really like a loser post thing to say because it's been 32 years.
I mean, again, never happened in our lifetime.
Yeah.
So we don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Don't know how to feel, but it's going to be awesome. The fact that the two first games are at home is really, really cool as well for the city. So I'm excited. I hate that all the people come into the city to cover it too. I know, like you want.
That's what Alto said yesterday at dinner.
He was just like, he didn't like.
Yeah, he said there's just a million news trucks in front of Blue Jays Way.
Yeah, it's good to get the publicity because we know Toronto's a good sports town. So finally, the other people can see that Toronto's a good baseball place too.
Yeah.
So I like that, but. Just get the fuck out of here. Just let the Sportsnet
let us enjoy it. Just let like Buck and Dan and like Hazel and Arden just do their job. Now we got fucking Ben Verlander here. Josie McFly's down here. It's like
just trash Toronto the whole time. It's like, now I got to go to Toronto.
Yeah, it's like those guys that have openly talked endless amounts of shit about our city are inside of it. That's where it kind of like Josie McFly, you didn't check in with me. Get the fuck out of our city. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it. I'm obviously excited. It's just hilarious. I can't muster up the courage to chirp Dodger fans or like get on to Dodger fans because they're the most delusional bunch on the planet. They're the opposite. No, they're not Yankee fans. They're the opposite. The Dodgers fans are we're the underdog type. Like Yankee fans expect to win.
Yes.
Dodgers fans do gimmicks where they're like, we're underdogs.
Third seed.
Like I had people tweet at me today where it's like, you guys should not be the underdog mentality. Like this isn't, you guys aren't David and Goliath. It's like, well, we're heavy underdogs. Like the Jays are plus 180 to win the fucking World Series. Like
if anyone picked the Blue Jays to win from a big media standpoint, people would like,
clown them.
They wouldn't clown. They would say, well, that's definitely against the grain for what's going to go on.
Everyone is picking the Dodgers to win this series.
Sure.
Rightfully so. And the Dodger fans gimmick, like, we're the underdogs. You have 4 Hall of Famers hitting in the top 4 of your lineup. You have the best starting rotation. Avery, give them the stat that you told me today about their fully healthy rotation. Because if next time Dodger fans tell you they're an underdog, listen to this fucking stat Avery's about to tell you.
Where is it? It's Mike Petrillo did a full write-up kind of. He's a StatCast guy, and he did it on MLB.com. There's a couple tidbits that I'm going to have throughout the preview that come from him. But for the Dodgers, this is what he wrote, excerpt from his article. For the Dodgers, it has been clear that this has been coming for weeks. Ever since the late season rotation all got healthy and productive at the same time, the September Dodgers had the second highest strikeout rate in a month ever. That's in the divisional era since 1969, and tied for the 4th lowest slugging percentage against since 1969 in a month. Like, that was when the team all got together, and this Dodgers staff is absolutely insane. Like, they were good last year. They won the World Series last year, and then they added probably the best arm in their rotation right now in Blake Snell. It's just like, okay, this postseason pitcher who's really good.
2 Cy Youngs.
You know what?
Yeah.
Let's just add him, okay? So there is some, like, we can look at, I'll go through all the numbers, like the season numbers, the postseason numbers, but that Dodgers pitching staff is nothing like the Blue Jays have faced yet.
Yeah.
And we can look at some of these Dodger numbers. You went up against that Phillies rotation. That Phillies rotation is
awesome.
Fantastic. So,
and it's lefties too, which is why Ohtani's numbers are a little bit different than what you'd expect them to be, because he had to face Christopher Sanchez twice, I believe it was. Like Jesus Luzardo, who was awesome that game as well. And like that's a really good rotation. Ranger Suarez he faced as well. So the Jays don't have that. They don't have tons of lefties like that that are going to get tons of swing and miss and throw hard, like high 90s.
Yeah, they have none of those lefties.
Yeah, none of those lefties. So I would take the Ohtani stats with a grain of salt.
Absolutely.
And the Jays have tons of righties. So that's going to be probably, not to go analyst mode, but that's going to be the X factor, is how are you going to get Ohtani out at least 3 times a game? 1 for 4, I'm fine. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
How are you going to work and pitch around? Because, again, I say pitch around. You can't even really pitch around him because you got Freddie and Mookie hitting behind him. And Will Smith.
And that is where the problem
And then Teoscar.
Yes, like that lineup is relentless. Like, they are fantastic, and no one, I don't think anyone could say they expect the Blue Jays to beat the Dodgers in this. And we saw the Dodgers just put an absolute spanking on the Yankees in the World Series last year.
Spanking. And shit kicking.
But their big thing last year was, let's make an emphasis on clowning the Yankees for their poor lack of detail in the field and base running wise. And the Blue Jays field way better than the Yankees did last year. So that's one thing you can take out of it. But I don't think they have, like, the Yankees pitching was pretty good last year too. So we will see how that goes. I will take it all with a grain of salt, but the Blue Jays 7-4 this postseason after beating the Yankees in the division series and the Mariners in the championship series. The Dodgers are 9-1 this postseason after beating the Reds in the wild card, the Phillies in the DS, and the Brewers in the championship series. The Dodgers 2-1 against the Blue Jays this season. Those 3 games went 5-1 Dodgers, 9-1 Dodgers, and then 5-4 Blue Jays. But we look at the starters in those games. Scherzer, Bassett, Lauer against Kershaw, Snell, and Glasnow.
Holy shit.
So,
they didn't get to see Trey, which is awesome.
They didn't get to see Trey, and Trey Savage, we know, is going game 1 against Blake Snell. What an absolute crazy pitching matchup that is for game 1.
Imagine me telling you that in March. Like, we got Snell versus Savage game 1 World Series.
When Trey did that interview, it's like,
hey,
this guy's going to start
game 1. You're going against Blake Snell.
In the World Series.
World Series against a 2-time.
Pitched in professional baseball.
It's wild.
It's so awesome. So I did go and look at the markets for this, just so people would know. The Dodgers minus 225 favorites. So the Jays plus 188 to win the series.
So if Jays win, $100 pays $288.
Yes.
Altogether.
Yeah, you get your cash out of $288. So the World Series handicap is 1.5 games, and the Jays, you want the Jays to lose by less than 2 games, so plus 1.5. That's
so if go to game 7.
Go to game 7, minus 102. So the Dodgers minus 1.5. That means they would have to win in 6 or earlier, minus 116.
So yeah, I mean all the odds
over 5.5 games is minus 162. So that is a heavy favorite to go over those.
But
numbers.
I will say this, like, the Dodgers, as much as like I'm gonna play devil's advocate, but did the Dodgers offense look that insane crazy against that? Did the Dodgers offense win that series against the Brewers, or the pitching did?
The pitching
did, right? Like, I think we talk about this offense like they're awesome, which they are, but the offense wasn't that insane against the Brewers, and they didn't face awesome pitchers.
The offense hasn't been that outstanding compared to the rest of the league this season as well. And I'm going to go through like the season numbers and what the playoff stats has been. The Dodgers were a 113 weighted runs created plus. The Jays were 112. It is crazy. And I tweeted this yesterday. I think I brought this up on the show multiple times. I forget what I say on here and other stuff that we do, but there was 3 better hitting teams in baseball than the Blue Jays.
You said it yesterday, yeah.
All 3 of them, the Jays are going to get to play. It's that, and I think that's what makes this journey so much better than, like, I know we bring up the Yankees. The Yankees are the ones we saw last year do
but
it.
But they just did it against the Central.
Guardians and the
Royals.
Yeah. Like, are you like that's
Scarlet?
That is not the same as the gauntlet that the Blue Jays are going to go through if they truly get it done. So I think if they do find a way to win, it's going to be as good of a run as you've seen in a long time, at least based on the hitting they have seen. So average-wise, I'll give this to you here, too, John, so you can see This season, the Jays hit 265, the Dodgers 253. The Jays had a better on-base percentage, but the Dodgers slugged better. The Jays hit 191 home runs, the Dodgers 244. The Jays, obviously, the better strikeout rate, 17.8%. Dodgers struck out at 22%. Dodgers walked more, stole more bases, had a higher weighted runs created plus, but the Jays with a higher weighted on base average. Then we go to the pitching staffs. This adds from the regular season. I don't think it's really a fair thing to say about the Dodgers because they were so injured. Like,
and they also just went on easy mode the entire. Like they were going to the playoffs no matter what.
And I'm thinking this in my head too. When like think about these guys, I'm thinking about selfishly. When are we going to take vacation and like not have to worry about doing off-season stuff? Right. Think about these guys like. You just roll into the next season right away. Like a break would be nice for these.
They've been
the Dodgers. Those guys have been playing the most baseball for like all those years.
They played 170 something games last year, and they're going to play 170 something games this year. It's not easy.
No, so like you get the lulls sometimes, right? If you are playing that many extra games, so you look at the Jays and Dodgers this way: pitching better average against for the Dodgers, a 3.95 ERA for the Dodgers, 4.19 for the Jays. The whip is pretty much the same. Jays had more quality starts. Again, their quality starters for the Dodgers weren't pitching a lot. Dodgers had a better strikeout rate.
Yeah.
The Jays walked less guys. The Dodgers had a home run to fly ball rate that was lower, a better xFIP, better SIERA. But we did do the playoff stats as well to look at them. And the Blue Jays are the best hitting team in the playoffs right now, and the Dodgers are by far the best pitching team in the playoffs when it comes to the starters. So from the Petrillo thing, the 2025 Dodgers, their pitchers have the third lowest OPS and second lowest slugging against of any postseason team who has played at least 7 games since 1969. But you pair that with the Blue Jays have the 6th highest OPS and 4th highest slugging percentage of any postseason team that has played at least 7 games since 1969.
Yeah.
So this is just two juggernauts going at it.
And that's
right
what's
now.
awesome about it. I think what makes this series so awesome and unreal is the fact that this is the best team we're going to face all year. This is the best team we're going to face in the playoffs all year. And you know what? Goddamn, we're the best team they're going to face all playoffs.
Yep.
We're the best offense they've faced all playoffs. We're the grinders. We're gonna put balls in play. We're gonna force them to make plays. It's gonna be a scary, scary series in terms of like seeing those guys that they're gonna be throwing on the hill every day. I mean, it's gonna be good guy, like there's no weak spots, I guess.
There's no Luis Heel.
There's no Luis Heel. Like, there's no disrespect, actually, 100 disrespect. There's no Max Fried, who the Jays, like, rake off of.
Blake Snell is way better than Max Fried.
Yeah, Blake Snell is substantially better than Max Fried. And, like, every single guy they're throwing is this Jays approach has to be good, and so does the bullpen and the rotation. This is a bullpen and rotation that gives up tons of home runs, and goddamn, man, that is a home run hitting lineup. They got Teoscar hitting like 5th or 6th. Will Smith has the ability to launch. Ohtani, we know what he does.
Yeah.
But I got to ask you, do you think we see a lot of IBBs on Shohei Ohtani?
Yeah, I think so.
I think we get a lot. I really do.
I just don't think they have the lefty to get him out that often.
That's why I'm like, I think
Fluharty's going to have to do.
And Lauer.
I think it's more like we'll get Little too. Like expect Brendan Little.
Yeah.
We need Brendan Little to be regular season Brendan Little to try and get Shohei Ohtani out. Like, don't fucking boo him when he comes in the game. We need his help for this series to get those guys for sure. But I think you should, right? Like get the guy.
I'm more comfortable letting Mookie or Freddie beat me than I am Ohtani.
Yeah,
and that's not a hot take. Like Shohei Ohtani can do more damage.
Yes, and they've shown that they're fine with letting that happen.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that John Schneider and Pete have
given They did it with Cal, did it with Judge, and it worked effectively.
And we got to get the same guy after that. So it's like the hitting stats from this season, from this postseason, the Dodgers played less games than the Blue Jays, right?
Yeah.
Blue Jays 11, Dodgers 10, which is crazy because they played in the wild card series. But the Jays have hit 20 homers. The Dodgers only 13. The Dodgers are striking out 24% of the time. The Jays 15% of the time. And the Jays 143 weighted runs created plus compared to 113 for the Dodgers. The scary stuff is the number from the Dodgers starters because I did this. I don't know if you saw it.
It's just all better.
Every single Dodgers starter stat is absolutely better. So average, they're giving a 131 average against. The Jays 212. Not bad. A 3.33 ERA from the Jays starters. 140 from the Dodgers starters. A 117 whip for the Jays. .75 whip for the Dodgers starters. They have one quality start, the Blue Jays, in the playoffs. Everyone would just go 5 2/3, right?
Yeah.
That was the thing. The Dodgers have 8 quality starts in the 10 games they have played. Their strikeout rate from their starters, 33.5%. They're walking less, giving up less home runs. xFIP, Sierra, way better. But we get to the bullpen, that's where the Jays can exploit the Dodgers. Like, you have to grind your fucking dicks off against these starters who are going to be the best you've seen in the playoffs to get to the bullpen.
But this is a lineup that we've seen with the Toronto Blue Jays that ambush pitchers, right? We don't got foul ball man Tony Taters in that lineup getting deep into counts. Do you think we see a different approach? Like, do you think we see some sort of let's take a strike or let's? But the thing is, you take a strike against Blake Snell, you're kind of fucked.
So the Dodgers' whole pitching philosophy is don't throw fastballs. And the Jays have seen a ton of fastballs in the postseason. That's why they don't strike out that much. Because they can do well with fastballs. But only one team in October has thrown fewer fastballs than the Dodgers. They're throwing 48% fastballs. So they're going to throw a ton of off speed. And the high octane guys they have insane off speed, like Blake Snell, Glasnow, Yamamoto, Ohtani.
Yeah.
Like, those are the 4 you are getting, and that is insane. So I think it's how hit fastballs is the easiest thing to say in baseball. I mean,
but
you want to
you can step up in the plate and you got turbo sinkers coming at you. It's like, what the fuck?
And things change when you get kind of punched in the mouth that way, right?
Because then you start playing aggressive and you get away from your approach like they kind of did with Brian Wu until they got him out of the game. But it's going to be, I don't know. You get to the, I don't want to give clickbait material, but the Dodgers bullpen, aside from Roki Sasaki, is dog shit.
Well, I mean,
they'll be the first to tell you that, though. Like, Dodgers fans will tell you that. They're
absolutely.
scared of the bullpen.
Yeah. I mean, the Jays bullpen hasn't been good at all this postseason,
Yeah,
right?
both bullpens suck.
Yeah, and the Jays bullpen has sucked less in the postseason
Really?
so far. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Dodgers, the only thing better is ERA.
For Dodgers bullpen?
Yeah, they have a 4.88 ERA. The Jays 5.52.
Oh my God.
Like, it is ass. They are strikeout rate of their bullpen in the postseason is 18.3%. Their walk rate 15.1%. It's like a 3% percentage points different. The Jays are 25% strikeout rate and 11% walk rate. So the strikeout minus walk rate is a lot better. But again, it's as easy as it sounds.
It sounds so easy in reality. Like, let's get deep in counts to get to the bullpen. Then you see Blake Snell, he's at pitch 120 in the 7th inning, and they're just refusing. Like, that's what I think I respect from Dave Roberts is, especially last round. They just said, we're gonna leave the bullpen out of this.
Because
we're gonna
they know the bullpen.
We're gonna throw Roki in the 9th. That's it. We're gonna go our starter to the 8th. Maybe Mega Man Blake Trinan will come in for like 2 outs or something like that. Then we're gonna go to Roki. I think that's what made them so effective against the Brewers. But not to discount what the Dodgers have done, the Brewers' bats had a historically bad NLCS. So a lot of those starting staff numbers are inflated.
I would put it because their pitchers were so good.
Sure, but it's also a little factor of it is how bad the Brewers' offense was. Christian Yelich had 1 hit the entire series. Like, the guys that they expected to be top dogs were just not top dogs.
Yeah.
And I think the Dodgers fans would say the exact same thing we're saying is this Jays lineup is better than the Brewers.
Yeah. Even for season stats, because I looked like weighted runs created plus over the full season. Where were those other teams? Phillies and Brewers were both top 10 teams. They weren't top 5 teams. They weren't top 4 like the Blue Jays were. And then the Reds were like a 91.
That series should get thrown out the window. The Reds suck.
Yeah, I don't hold any weight to only that they got to Hunter Green, who's a good starter.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they
and then they didn't even throw Lodolo, I don't think, the Reds, that series.
Didn't Zach Littell pitch game 2?
It's going to be... It's not really in my mind. I know everyone keeps saying this David versus Goliath. At the end of the day, man, the Jays are 5th in the major leagues in spending, which we should be grateful for. They've spent tons of money on this team. So it's not David versus Goliath. In my mind, it's just 2 powerhouses going at it. Like, we got the 1 seed in the American League going against the World Series favorites going into this season.
Yeah.
That's really what this is. And the season, I know people are going to say, oh, they were a wild card team. That is the furthest goddamn thing from a wild card team I've ever seen. You know who's a wild card team? The Cleveland Guardians. That's a wild card team.
Yeah.
You know who's a wild card team? The Detroit Tigers. It's a wild card team. Not the juggernaut LA Dodgers. So don't let those fans and even our fans say like the Jays should be expected to win, because this is a backs against the wall series, like we said it when the Jays were down 2-0 against the Mariners. The Dodgers are expected to win. The Dodgers have the best player to ever play the game, hitting leadoff and pitching for them, punching out 50. Like, it's going to be a tough one. This is going to be the hardest series we've ever played against. There's really minimal flaws in this Dodgers aside from the bottom of the lineup, who is worse than the Jays. I did see Blake stat. Arden.
Arden, I got it in here.
Yeah, what's the stat for the bottom of the lineup? That's where the Jays have the advantage offensively.
Yes, from a team's 6 through 9 hitters in the postseason. So 6 through 9, the Jays have a 298 average.
Yep.
The Dodgers 261. 801 OPS for the Jays, 724 for the Dodgers. 15 extra base hits, 11 for the Dodgers. 25 runs batted in, 15 for the Dodgers. So it's like, it's not anything to like shake your stick at.
Yeah.
That's not bad from the Dodgers 6 through 9 hitters. That's not awful.
Yeah, it's just not the Jays have been elite. They've been elite.
Yes,
yeah.
And they've been elite at that all year. But I wrote down a couple storylines for this World Series that people are going to touch on. And I just want to know how you feel about all of them and how much of importance you think it's going to be. And the first one is Ohtani against the Blue Jays after that whole saga. And how do these storylines make you feel?
I'm done with it. I don't care for it anymore. I mean,
it is a storyline. It happened.
But
as a Jays fan,
let's take a step back. He was never signing here.
I feel the same way.
Yeah. Like that's an easy clickbait that clown Jeff Passan tweeted, like he's on the plane. Like,
yeah, something one of his reporters fucked up to.
Yeah, one of his reporters fucked up.
They probably didn't work together.
It's whatever. I think that is probably at the bottom of the totem pole for me. I think a bigger narrative.
I'll do them all.
Yeah, I think that's like probably the bottom for me. I'm more at it with. I'm just excited to see Vladdy go up against like a real superstar. Like the Judge is a superstar for sure, one of the greatest hitters ever. I'm excited to see where Vladdy pairs up in terms of a series head-to-head with Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
Because that'll be something we talk about. If Jays win this series and Vladdy out-hits Shohei Ohtani, do you know how fucking awesome that's going to be able to talk about this forever?
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with that. I'm not really worried about the plane gate and all that type of stuff because it was never happening.
No, people will boo him because of that. I mean, we price out the real baseball fans in the World Series. It's better than pricing them out in the regular season. Like it does. It's like the Super Bowl. You're not gonna have the real fans in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, there's not like actual blue collared fans going to the Super Bowl.
No, it's the money, and you know that's gonna happen. The next one, Roki Sasaki in the Miles Straw.
That's the one I'm most. That's top. I actually drunkenly, I told Miles Straw at the after party, I was like, I need you in at bat against Roki, brother. I need you in at bat against Roki. And he was laughing. He's like, whatever. He's like, I'm down. Let's get it. I'm looking forward to that. And just in terms of how funny that would be, the Miles Straw versus Roki Sasaki at bat, I would love that. I think, maybe this is a hot take, I think Roki Sasaki gets booed more than Shohei Ohtani.
I don't think so. It's going to be the Jays are going to be losing at that point if Roki comes in.
But he can also, the thing is, if it's the Jays are up 1 or 2, especially with the Jays bullpen, Dodgers are going to throw Roki.
Yes.
So the game doesn't get out of hand.
Yeah, but I think Ohtani first at bat of the World Series.
Sure, he'll get booed. Yeah.
It's the easiest part.
But there's going to be a lot of Leaf fans, and all of a sudden now the content creators that are Toronto content creators, biggest Jays fans on the planet.
They booed Ohtani.
Yeah, but
he's going to get booed. There's nothing we can do about it.
In my mind, I want to boo Roki more.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, I want to boo Roki more because he took the easy coward way out.
Yeah.
He joined a front runner.
For no money.
For no money. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Roki was a coward for that.
Okay. Yeah. Dodgers fans against George Springer. 5 home runs in the 2017 World Series MVP.
They hate him.
They hate his guts.
And again, I'm not going to shake ass for George here because I get it. It's not like it's the Mariners where the cheating scandal didn't affect the Mariners because they're a dog shit poverty franchise.
Well, they're in their division.
Okay, they won 70 games in 20. It didn't affect them. I'm sorry. You can never the Dodgers thing, and I don't know if the cheating happened in the World Series. Apparently, it didn't. I saw some stuff where it didn't happen in the World Series, but
it would only have happened at home too.
Sure,
right?
and George Springer hit the home runs, some of the home runs on the road at Dodger Stadium. So it's not like
Game 7.
Yeah, Game 7 he did that, Mr. Game 7. So that I'm looking forward to.
I got another one.
He's going to get it pretty bad.
When he goes to Dodger Stadium, they'll boo the shit out of him.
Oh, it's going to be really bad. Yeah.
Okay. Teoscar returns.
Where are you at with cheering for him?
I would never cheer for him now. I would never boo him though.
Yeah, I don't think. I think it's just mixed. A couple
Yeah, I don't think you should fucking stand. I hate it.
People are going to hate my take on this. If you give fucking Teoscar Hernandez a standing ovation in the middle of a goddamn World Series when he left it, when he got traded 2.5 years ago. That I can't get on board with that, Avery. I'm sorry. I can't get on board. We're in the middle of a World Series. You do that in the regular season. You give him the standing O. If I see a standing O for Teoscar Hernandez when he's across the field in battle from us in the middle of our first World Series in 32 years, seek help.
Listen to this, though. Will you standing ovation when he inevitably makes a 2-run
I will
error
thank him
in right field?
I am looking forward to potentially, hopefully, having a moment of Teoscar in the outfield and like being. I forgot about this. I forgot.
Like a ball in the gap.
Like a ball in the gap he just slowly jogs to, or a pop fly he misreads, or he just is lackadaisical to a ball in the corner and a triple gets out of it. I am looking forward to that. Or a base running blunder,
Base running.
But the thing is, that guy can make you pay with the bat.
Absolutely. Yes.
And like, he's awesome. I will forever love Teoscar Hernandez.
I also like Teoscar
But
Hernandez.
if you give the guy a standing ovation like it's a participation shit in the middle of a World Series, I can't get on board with that. Just announce the lineup, let him go out there. No cheering, nothing. It's whatever. He's our enemy right now.
I would be fine to cheer for him as his name is introduced in the
fair
in the warm-up lines or the pregame. Next one.
By the way, I would boo. I told Bryson this. If Jays are facing the Phillies, I'd boo the fuck out of Bryson. Like I would cheer against Bryson.
Yeah, it's the World Series.
Sorry, Teoscar. I never knew you personally. You were awesome here. I'm trying to get my first ring in 32 years, okay? We're trying to get our first ring in 32 years. We will not be cheering and giving you little like handouts and shit and being happy for you when you do something against our team in the World Series. That's where I'm at with that.
Yes. Okay. Bo's return, potentially.
It's happening.
And a final goodbye, potentially.
That's going to be a good narrative. I don't know what you do with Bo Bichette. Like, I saw him, and by the way, credit to me, ball know where I called it. He was taking reps at second base today.
Yeah.
I talked about it with Ernie. Ernie's like, I'll play wherever. I mean, Ernie's really good at third, really good at second. Bo Bichette playing in the infield maximizes this team. That's just plain what it is, I guess. Because his bat is so good, Abe. And Vlad needs protection.
He's like has to be in the lineup, no doubt, 100%.
Yeah.
It's him playing on the infield. I'm not so like I don't agree with that as long as George plays the outfield. Like one of them will DH and one of them has to play.
I think they just go ring around the rosy every game. I think it's like game 1 we see George in the outfield probably first. Bo gets his feet wet. Game 2 they flip flop. George DH or Bo DH or Bo's at second. George is DHing. But again, IKF has been awesome. He's 800 OPS last round.
Yeah.
Bo's needed in this lineup.
Absolutely.
And the people like AJ Pierzynski saying like, oh, it'll ruin that. Shut the fuck up. Like anytime you could add a hits leader who rakes, this guy could come off his couch after 2 months and just rake. That's just what Bo does.
Yeah, we need him to do that.
It depends really, Avery, how healthy he is. Because if Bo comes back, we saw with Anthony Santander, it takes a little bit to get back in the mix. And Santander didn't get a chance. Happy belated birthday. He didn't get a chance. And that's the thing that really sucks about it is if Bo Bichette comes back first game, 0 for 4 looks terrible at the plate. And I mean, he's not facing some bum. He's facing Blake Snell. First live at bat since when was it was like Labor Day, September 1st. They faced the Yankees early September. He's been out for almost 8 weeks.
It's been a long time.
You get thrown in the mix in a World Series, dude?
Yeah.
Like, do you think there's a higher chance we see him come off the bench in a late spot?
No. I think that like makes things worse for him. Because if he comes off the bench, you'd think it's a big spot.
Because then you just use his bat though.
Sure.
Then you could pinch run a guy. Like you just use his bat, and then it's a DH spot, so it's whatever.
I think he has to be the DH in my mind. Like there's no.
I don't like George in the outfield with the injuries he has, man. George has carried us all this time.
I know, but 7 games for the rest of your life, 7 more games for a chance at the World Series, and you can't. Like I know he's been so great as the DH, and I think over this 170-something game span, yeah, that's probably better for his body. We need all you have in your body to find a way to get this
and
team.
George knows that. I'm sure George would be the first man out there taking shag and fly balls.
It's just like, I'd feel it would be really weird to actually play Bo Bichette at second base as, like, it's a great MLB The Show move.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, is he actually going? Like no in-game reps of this since he was coming up in the minor leagues.
And it's not like the Jays had a couple days to play those like inter-squad games where you can at least get some reps in a game. The only ground balls he's taking, Avery, call it what it is fungos.
Yeah.
He's not taking live at-bats, ground balls, like game situations, shifting.
And imagine an Ohtani ball a couple steps to his left that he hasn't seen as soon as it starts. If he was really healthy, he would be taking reps at shortstop. And I understand because that's just how this team has played. And I know he's not a good defender, and I'm the one to say I love Andres Gimenez playing shortstop.
Andres Gimenez is my shortstop game one. I'm sorry. That's just what it is.
You got to make the plays on the infield.
And especially against a team like the Dodgers who pitch well and who hit well, you can't give them free balls in the gap that potentially Andres could get to that Bo can't because he's hurt. That's where I'm at with it. I think
like second base does make the most sense. It's just
it's game one, Avery. We're gonna see Bo DH. I'm just gonna call it right now. Bo will DH. Springer, who is Mark talked about how many injuries he has. He's on his last legs. Is gonna play right probably.
Yeah.
But where do you put him? Like Springer, right or left? I think it's just a lock right.
I think so.
Yeah. And then who do you go left? Barger?
Well, Davis is playing left game one.
Barger can't play left. Remember that Kansas City play? You can't track pop flies.
Yeah. Well, Barger's not going to play game one.
Oh, yeah, he's not. Schneider will. Schneider will play left.
Davis will play left.
Davis will play left. Lucas won't play either. Schneider will be hitting second.
No.
In the World Series. I can't believe I'm saying that. Davis Schneider. That's so awesome.
What this team has been. And then finally, the one that sucks, I think it's like a fake kind of narrative, 2027 lockout. Like this.
Oh.
I think for me that is hands down the worst one because we cheer for a team that spends money.
I want to make it clear if the Jays win the World Series and that narrative goes around like the Jays saved a lockout from happening, even though Jays are top 5 in spending, I will run with the narrative the Jays saved the lockout.
Yeah,
I will be saying that.
It's nice as a Blue Jays fan that we can outspend some people and it's paid off.
And it's not like the Dodgers, like they're not ruining baseball. Anyone could have paid Teo, anyone could have paid Blake Snell, anyone could have paid these guys like
they were bitching about Michael Conforto signing and Kirby Yates signing.
Yeah, those guys are just no one now. Like that's where I'm at with it. I think I don't know. This series is gonna be we're gonna be talking to you guys tomorrow night after game one, and we're gonna be going, you know what? Hopefully we won, but that is still an insanely good fucking baseball team across that field. Like no lead is safe. That's the difference in my mind, Avery, in the Dodgers compared to the Mariners and the Yankees is literally no lead in the history of the game is safe against the Dodgers. They could go back to back home runs.
Yep.
And they got Tommy Edman, who's been awesome.
Yes.
Kike Hernandez, playoff Kike.
That guy. Regular season.
He's the worst regular season hitter I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, he's so fucking
And
bad.
he's just nasty in the playoffs. So
good.
That's where, like, it doesn't really matter. You can't get beat by those guys. I am completely fine with not getting beat by Shohei Ohtani. If it's Mookie or Freddie, I get it.
Yeah.
Those guys can run into baseballs.
If it's Teo.
I get it too.
Yeah.
But I am so excited to watch Trey Savage. We didn't even talk about that yet.
We're not at the pitchers yet.
We're not at the pitchers yet, but we got Trey Savage going game one against the super lineup, which is bananas.
A lot of fun. So I'm going to go. We know what the Blue Jays are like, so I'll just try to explain the Dodgers and what they've kind of gone through and what their stats are like. So the Dodgers lineup most likely will be Ohtani, Betts, Freeman, Will Smith, Max Muncy, Teoscar Hernandez, Tommy Edman, Enrique Hernandez, and then Andy Pages. So, like, against the regular season against right-handed pitchers, there's only 2 guys in there that are less than 100 weighted runs created plus. And Teo was 100. Like, that's the guy who was league average against righties. Ohtani, 186 against righties, because I'm saying this because the Jays are only
only throwing righties.
Only right-handed starters. Like, Will Smith, 158 weighted runs created plus against righties. Max Muncy, 157.
Oh, my
God. And Andy Pages, their 9-hitter, 112. He's had a terrible, terrible postseason. But if I'm looking at their postseason stats based on weighted runs created plus, Ohtani's got 5 tanks. Teo with 4. There's not too many. Like, Tommy Edman has a couple, but there's been 2 below. Will Smith has been not great coming back from injury. So, like, if he starts to figure something out by the end, I'm not going to be surprised. And Andy Pages has been really, really bad. But, like, Freeman hasn't been that fantastic in the playoffs, but you've got good Tommy Edman. Kike Hernandez somehow finds a way to be a great hitter in the playoffs, but it's like really it's Ohtani and Teoscar carrying the load, and a lot of it is because Ohtani's walking a ton and he's hitting a ton of home runs. He's hitting 220, slugging 634 though.
Holy shit!
And then OBP is 333 while he's hitting 220, so that's not good.
That's pretty.
We can look at their bench bats, kind of what happens with the Dodgers. Ben Rortvet's their backup catcher. We should not see him. Well, I would like to see him. That means Will Smith isn't playing, but I can't see any situation where Ben Rortvet plays. Alex Call would hit against lefties potentially. Like that's his role. They put him in sometimes. Justin Dean is an outfield replacement for Teo and will play center field. And Andy Pages will move to right field. They also have Haesung Kim, infielder, than Miguel
He's just
Rojas.
there to be there.
They just don't.
He's just there to be there.
And then defensively, the Dodgers actually a better total defensive runs saved than the Blue Jays.
Yeah,
this
Mookie's
season.
been nasty at short.
Yeah, Pages in center field, good defender. Edman at second base, good defender. Basset at shortstop, good defenders. Will Smith does not grade well behind the plate, but throws well. And Teoscar and Max Muncy are bad defenders.
Yeah, Teoscar being a bad defender is an understatement. I think, yeah, the Will Smith thing, Jays don't run anyways. So
Jays have one stolen base, and the Dodgers have 2 stolen bases this postseason.
It doesn't matter. Both teams just don't steal. I think, going back to the Bo discussion, his terrible DRS has discounted the Jays, I think, a lot in terms of like where they rank.
Sure.
In that.
Like, it would have been through the roof if
Andres was playing
Yeah,
short,
Andres was
Ernie
playing
at
short,
second,
Ernie.
Barger at third, right?
Yeah.
Like, and going back to the Bo discussion, Vladdy does need protection in that lineup, right? Like,
it would only help.
I love Alejandro Kirk. He's been awesome. I mean, he's been sick.
Catching every game.
He's been catching every game. But at the end of the day, having that Bichette in the lineup card behind Vladdy, pitchers pitch to you differently. Because Bichette is nasty with runners on. One of the best in the league.
Or it does help the 2-hitter too. That's the protection for like
Schneider, Lucas.
like behind Vladdy too. They
Yeah.
get pitched too different, so
Yeah.
they need to take advantage as well.
Yeah, that's the X factor. I think a healthy Bo Bichette, I don't know where he is at. I've talked with people. They said that he's ready to go. They said that he's swinging in the cage, hitting live, hitting off the trajectory. I saw him run. True RGM said he's at a 10K pace.
He's been running at his 10-kilometer pace though.
Fair, but that's full speed for him.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't know. I am iffy with this Bo Bichette stuff. I hope he proves me wrong, but God knows how hard it is to get thrown into the mix in the biggest, in the Fall Classic. The Capital One Fall Classic. And
we just call it the Capital.
The Capital One. We'll call it the Capital One.
Yeah.
It's gonna be, and dude, it's not like you throw Bo Bichette like you did with Trey Savage. I know it's pitching and hitting way different, but in a spring training facility against the Rays, a team you're throwing him against Snell, Yamamoto, Glasnow, and Shohei Ohtani.
Yes.
He could hit off the trajectory as long as he wants.
It's gonna look
a lot different in that ball game when there's 50,000, 20-something million watching on television.
Yeah.
It is crazy though, like how relaxed these guys are. Like I asked Ernie yesterday at dinner, I was like, how have you ever been nervous the entire playoffs? He goes, dude, fuck no. He's like, I was a guy that was DFA'd a year and a half ago. Yeah. I'm not supposed to be here. He's like, I'm just playing like I'm playing the game, like I was playing in Akron or playing in whatever. It's like
it's all they know.
He said, I've done this a million times now. I've played in front of 50,000 at the Rogers Center, right? Every game was sold out for the past 3 months. So I think that's an awesome mindset. He literally said, he's like, you're probably more nervous for fucking games than I am. He's like, I just stroll in there, get my work done, and trust my work, and I just get there. He said, I will be honest. He said, the first time I ever got nervous was 2 outs in Game 7. He's like, that's when I got nervous. I was thinking everything, like, if this ball gets to me, what I'm going to do, like all that type of stuff. He said that's the only time he was nervous the entire series.
Yeah,
which is bananas, all things considered.
I mean, the coaches have to be the ones dealing with the stress. Like
he said, there's some guys, but like there's some guys that get nervous. But he's just like Ernie. We know him. He's not the brightest, obviously. He's like us. He knows. He's like us. He's like us. He's like one of us.
Man.
That's why I get along with him so well. It's like him, and he's like a common man. The things don't get to his head, which is again what makes elite athletes compared to average Joes doing podcasts right now, right?
Yeah, you're definitely right about that.
Ernie's going to be an X factor. I mean, that's a guy who people forget that little LA home run he had. into left field to get the boys back in off of
Tanner Scott, was that?
Alex Vesia.
Okay.
Yeah. But we'll see. You
got
got to
some
get to
more.
the bullpen, Abe. I don't want to be talking to you tomorrow at the Rogers Center.
I got some stuff for you that you guys do not want to hear.
I don't want to be talking to you at the Rogers Center even when we're in the 7th inning and Blake Snell's still in there at 68 pitches and I'm going, all right, this
he won't be at 68 pitches through that, but he'll be at 160, but he'll be out there throwing. So the Dodgers 4 starters. We'll introduce them if somehow you don't know these 4. Blake Snell's going game 1. Yoshinobu Yamamoto's going to go game 2. Tyler Glasnow game 3 and Shohei Ohtani game 4. The most disgusting thing about this World Series is 6 of the 8 projected starters threw less than 90 innings this year.
That's woke nonsense.
That's
woke nonsense.
That shows you how hurt the Dodgers were in the starting rotation. But like,
that's woke. No, that's a crazy stat. Blake
Snell in the regular season, 61 innings, a 28.3% K rate, 2.35 ERA. So he's 3 starts this postseason.
Yeah.
21 innings pitched, 0.86 ERA.
He should have won the NLCS. He could have been won the NLCS MVP.
38.9% strikeout rate and a 0.52 whip. Blake Snell, Griff tweeted this, so yell at
Shout out Griff.
So if Griff's wrong, yell at him. Blake Snell was the only pitcher to have double-digit strikeouts against the Blue Jays this year. And he's going game 1. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, 173 innings of 2.5 ERA, 30% strike rate, 29.4. His 3 starts in the postseason, 19.2 innings pitched, 1.83 ERA, 22.8% K rate, 0.86 whip. I feel okay about the Yamamoto. I think Blake Snell's stuff is just so unbelievably fantastic. That's tough. And Glasnow, game 3. He pitched in 3 games so far this postseason. 2 of them starts, 13 innings, 0.68 ERA, 33.3% strikeout rate, 14.8% walk rate. That's a 1.13 whip. And then finally, Shohei Ohtani. 2 starts in the postseason, 12 innings pitched, 2.25 ERA, 42.2% strikeout rate, 8.9% walk rate. That is a 0.75 whip. Pretty good for the Jays starters too. Gosman's a 2 ERA in the postseason. Trey, kind of unfair, 4.2 ERA.
A lot of inherited runs, right?
Yeah.
We saw that with Varland.
A 36% strikeout rate for Trey. Pretty good, 1.13 whip. Gosman, same as his regular season whip, 1.06. Bieber, 4.3 ERA, 26% strikeout rate, 1.54 whip. That's not great. Everything he gave up in Game 7 just found holes. Like they got
BABIP'd. Yeah, they kind of got BABIP'd.
He hit him hard. And
Bieber, but the thing is, Bieber had one really good start and one bad start.
Yeah.
In that championship series.
Absolutely. And then you got Max, 1 start, obviously 5 2/3, and then we could go.
Do you think we see Max start Game 4? Max versus Shohei Ohtani? That's what it's
the 2 best pitchers in baseball.
That's what it's gonna be, right?
It's so good. And then finally, I'm gonna go through some of the bullpens here. A lot of left-handed Dodgers relievers,
which works well for the Jays.
Works well for the Jays. Works well for them trying to turn people around to get they have 2 back end guys. They kind of use Trinan that way. He's not like high in the circle of trust based on how he's pitched this year. But Roki Sasaki, those are their 2 right-handers with Sheehan and Kasparius. Sheehan's a guy who could go multiple innings for them. But they're left-handed relievers. Alex Vesia, Anthony Banda. That was
Bandsamaker dance.
Should have been a big storyline.
Should have been the one that got away.
Jack Dreyer, Justin Robelski. They might put Tanner Scott in his position and then Clayton Kershaw.
Give me Kersh.
Can we have Kershaw and Scherzer start Game 4?
Yeah, it's just like, do the right thing, Rob. Give a call to Dave and go, listen, we want Kershaw, Scherzer, maximize TV ratings.
Yes.
It'll be the most viewed goddamn baseball game ever in the World Series. Kershaw, Scherzer.
That would be so good.
The unction.
And the total for the game would be 10.5.
It would be the highest total in the history of the World Series.
The Jays relievers, I think it's just got to be Yariel who's off, right?
Yeah, I have heard from reporters that they're going to bring Bo on, take off a pitcher.
Makes sense.
And I don't know if I'm saying I think a lot on this, by the way, but
we do
think a lot. Where I'm at with this, I think the bullpen is going to be okay with the Blue Jays. I'm locked in on the Hound on the Mound bullpen guy.
He's pretty. I don't know if it's fair to say, but based on the one outing, he shoots up my rankings.
Oh, he's who would you put him ahead of? Braden Fisher, I'd put him ahead of him.
Yeah, he's under
Hoffman.
He's under Hoffman, Sir Anthony, and Louis.
Sir Anthony and Louis. He's probably the fourth.
Probably the fourth, not the third.
Man, Basset, if he can give you velo like he was doing and then drop the 72-mile-an-hour breaking ball on your head.
Yeah. That's really weird to see for one inning.
Exactly. And I think that's what Basset, the role he's embraced now is, I'm going to let this shit fucking eat. This is potentially my last time ever pitching in a World Series. I'm going to let this shit eat. And he did.
Yep.
Looked insane. Basset being another option out of the pen for you is going to be massive because, one, if he needs multiple innings, he could go multiple innings. And two, if he needs to let it eat for just one inning, he's shown he could do that against I don't know. I'm a little more confident in the bullpen than I was going into the Mariners series, knowing that Bassett's health is really good.
Absolutely. Yes.
And the miles aren't there on his arm.
Nope.
So, yeah.
We're done. We're probably not seeing Chris Bassett next year.
He'll go somewhere great, probably.
What are the chances Chris Bassett gets to another World Series?
And he knows that. And I think that's why he just stayed in the bullpen the entire game, ALCS, ready to fucking go. We talked to him about it.
He's the man.
He's the man.
I'm worried about our left-handed relievers. I don't think we.
I think Lauer deserves a shot, man.
He might have to
But what has Lauer done though to not deserve a shot? It's not like he's gotten lit up.
So Ohtani, people have been tweeting this forever. I listened to CB say it too. Low slot lefties get Ohtani out, and then we've got two high slot lefties of our three.
Lauer's really high.
Lauer's high slot, and Little's pretty high slot too, right? Fluharty's the one.
Oh my God, I'm just thinking of Brendan Little versus Ohtani. Oh God, I know it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen.
And we need it to happen to go well, right?
We need. I'm saying first game potentially.
We
you
should
throw his ass in the fire against Ohtani and listen, big dog. This is your career, right? I know it's not, obviously, but this is your career right here. Will you be remembered as the guy that got off the mat and punched out Shohei Ohtani? The thing is, Mason Fluharty's a low slot lefty.
That's what I'm saying.
I think we see Fluharty before we see Little.
We're gonna see Fluharty fucking 7.
We might see him. He might be the Varland guy.
He should be getting those people.
And
out.
He didn't throw that much in the championship series. Once.
I don't.
Twice? I don't. All those games are the losses are out of my head.
I can't wait to go back, hopefully after a World Series win, and just watch the games back, knowing how it ended because they're
it's going to be awesome. It's not nightmares anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be sick. It's going to be unbelievable. I think. Sorry, Mason Fluharty is my X factor in that bullpen. If we get LA Dodgers series, Mason, or even honestly, Mason Fluharty's second half was pretty sick. I don't know if you have the numbers in front of you, but I know he went the last 2 months with one base runner or whatever it was, or last 2 weeks with one base runner. I forgot what it was, but if we get that Mason Fluharty getting out Freeman and Ohtani at the top of that order, we're in a great spot, man. We're in a really good spot.
Let's see if I can do.
What is
second half? He pitched 18 and 2/3. He had a 131 average against.
That's what I'm saying. If we get that flu, I'm not even worried about Little.
And he was really good with inherited runners, I believe. I don't know where I can. Oh, that's on the other website that I'm not on, but
it's fine. It's fine.
World Series,
folks. Me and Avery will be there. Got a little inkling something special is gonna happen, man. Okay, let's call our shot. Joe Carter's throwing out the first pitch, right?
Yeah, you
can't go 2015, 2016 wild or championship series.
We're past that.
We're past that.
I think
you need to throw the big guns. I'm talking Joe Carter. I'm talking Cito Gaston. Fuck it. Even let Paul Beeston on that goddamn bump. I don't give a shit. But Paul Molitor, there's tons of guys you could get going there, but it has to be the World Series. I don't want to see, no disrespect, I don't want to see fucking Russell Martin trot out on that mound.
Yeah. No, I said Gibby before, and I was.
You can't. That's,
that should have been Game 7 last
Yeah, that should have been Game 7. The crowd would have erupted if that would have happened.
They would have loved
Marco
it.
Estrada, they erupted as well. But, I think you got to go blast from the past, bring the nostalgia in the back in the building. Joe Carter has to be Game 1. I think that's not even a discussion.
Yeah, we only need 4 guys, so.
Joe Carter, Game 1. Cito's got, I don't know if he's still fully healthy. Maybe he's not maybe.
I don't know
what his health is, but that would make the building erupt because he's the most household loved name. You think Gibby's loved? Cito Gaston's fucking loved.
He was.
I don't know what they do. but you got to get the boys going. If you have the pleasure,
Pharrell pregame, dude, fuck off.
if he plays happy, I'm gonna.
You don't like
I don't
that
want to
song?
get banned. I'm not gonna get banned from the stadium.
You don't like that song?
I hate that fucking song. It's
It's
the
just
most,
like, why we can find a Canadian artist to do that.
but it's Major League Baseball that did that.
Sure,
it's
but-
not like the Joe Bros.
Didn't they have who was
Like,
it
can we get, like,
was it Fat
Disturbed
Joe? Was
game
it
one?
Fat Joe who did it last year?
Yeah,
Or it was
it was
someone.
like a New York based and LA based. They had Ice Cube for LA.
Okay.
Remember? He did that walkout from center field.
Yeah, that was
that
bad.
was corny as fuck.
I don't like that stuff. I love the baseball.
Pharrell, for me, having Pharrell before a baseball game is like the anti-rhino boner pill.
We should have-
That is gonna like get the players like
Soft.
less fired up. Like seeing Pharrell walk onto the field and sing fucking "Happy" before a World Series game. The crowd might honestly throw tomatoes and like beer cans in the field. Why the fuck would you pick Pharrell? Out of all the people, you could anyone.
It was Nickelback.
Oh my, Nickelback. The building would have erupted if you had Nickelback. There's even other like who's a other Canadian band that's like awesome, like Sum 41.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know
music
Canadian bands.
I would just only say Nickelback every game.
Nickelback or like Rush. Is Rush Canadian?
They're coming back. Yeah.
You like Rush, but we
Yeah.
got Pharrell, dude. Are you shitting me? Like again, it's the worst. It's like. I want to get fired up for the game. I don't want the anti-boner pill Pharrell singing on the fucking stage pre-game, getting the boys hyped up. So, literally anyone. I mean, I would have went literally anyone. Maybe fucking DJ Steph Honey should be out there.
There you go.
Get DJ Steph Honey. But I'm excited for it. If you guys have the pleasure of going to the game like we do, shout out Budweiser.
Come say hi.
Don't take it for granted. Obviously, I talked to my dad. This last time this happened 32 years ago. I was like a sperm inside of him. That's what I wasn't even around like 32 years ago. So the best I could say is enjoy the ride. We didn't just get there to get there, but I'm happy to be here. Does that make sense? I'm happy to be here. Appreciate you guys. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow night after the pod. And then Saturday, we're back to streaming. Hopefully, we got Gossman versus Yamamoto, which... My blood pressure is going to fucking hate that game because Yamamoto's nasty. But we'll pass that bridge when we get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
We will see you tomorrow. Blue Jays Dodgers, for the first time in 32 years, we have a World Series game at the beautiful Rogers Center with our beautiful Prince, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and our homegrown talent, Treya Savage, starting game one. Love you guys. Gate 14 forever. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Now we go. 4 to get.